well, it wasn't quite 10 pounds of crap, but a bunch of crap. Definitely got that cleaned up, so now I can get my cylinders. I went out and looked at the other one on how to clock the fittings where the hoses go to. So give me a minute to put all this in the trash and we'll work on that. All right, so I clocked my fittings the way that they are on the other A4T. I've got the other one done over there. Tightened down my hoses. I marked, put some painter's tape on the end with the number that the hose is, so when it gets up top I know what goes where without having to go back up and down 30 times. And the next thing is to go underneath and bolt up that end, and then bring that other end through here and get it bolted up there. And again, underneath there is no room for a camera. I tried it before. It's a real nightmare, but I'll show you when it's done. How about that? And that way you can see what I've been doing. But these are the belly of this thing is not a whole lot of fun to spend time there. I'm just gonna say that. All right, I got the back side on. Kind of see it up there. And the other side, I got to pull my lines through. Just have the other side sitting on the on there, but at least this side's on, because what a pain in the you know where. I mean, this is not fun getting down there, and I've got my raincoat on to keep the worst of the dirt off me. But anyway, here's where we're at. So I'm gonna have to pull the cylinder out to there and get this side on, but I'll probably show you that if I can. If I'm out of breath, it's not fun. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that that's not fun. So the other thing I need to do is I need to come up here and pull my lines through. They're down in there someplace, but I gotta reach down and grab those and pull them up so they're out of the way. But yeah, I'm kind of like out of breath. I'm gonna be happy to get this raincoat off because I'm sweating. It's that's what happens when you get under there. Okay, I'll bring you back in a minute. All right, so I got my lines pulled up on this side and on the other side. But before I hook those up, I'm gonna work on pulling the cylinder out and getting it hooked up on this end. And I can't remember how I did that before. I think that's pretty hard to pull out. I hope not. We're gonna find out. Should have left the camera running. That wasn't that hard. All right, I'm gonna get you guys set up, and then I'm gonna put this side together. All right. Get our bolt started. I have to come out just a little bit more. Oh, too much. Too much. Couple little taps and that will probably drop in there. I don't have a little tapper with me. Got a big tapper. And then we got a washer, a castle nut for the bottom. And 1.5 inches. And the next thing I got to do is I got to get lined up where the cotter pin goes through. And I need some light in order to do that. Sorry, bumped you. Ouch, that's my head. Trying to see. See, should be lined up with the corner of that, so it should be pretty close. There it is. Alright, this doesn't have to be super tight. It's just got to be tight to where I can get the cotter pin through. So this side's done. I'll get to go get a cotter pin, put it in, and then we'll move over to the other side. Alright, let's hope this side pulls out just as easy. Oh, of course not. Oh, dang it. I'm like, oh good, I can show them this side, it'll be easier. Alright. I'm gonna have to encourage this one a little bit. I'm gonna get a pry bar or something. Once it starts, it should go pretty smooth. Sure enough, just stick the pry bar in it, it starts coming. Come on, ball, get in there. What is the problem? Let me... Old grease, maybe? I don't think there's that much there, but maybe that was the problem. Oh, it doesn't like that. Let me go back in just a little. Bring it over here. Man, as smooth as the other one went, this one doesn't like me. Okay. Please be my friend. I'm bumping you guys all over. I gotta reset. Well, as easy as the other side was, this one fought me every inch of the way. Had to use a chisel to pull it. This is tight in there. Anyway, got it on, got my cotter pin in. So steering cylinder's on, happy with that. Now I'll probably go up and hook up the lines. Here's the lines on this side, and once those are hooked up, that might be it for today. So I'll take the camera up there with me and we'll do this together. Alright, so number 10, which is the port that's closest to this side of the cylinder, I guess I should say, goes here. And then I know from experience you got to tighten this one before you move up to the other one, or it's hard to do. Okay. And then this is the side towards the back, goes up top. Number 11 is the way that I had them numbered. Okay. Then I need to run around the other side to do, but they're opposite on that. So this part of the cylinder that's closest to us here, there goes to the top on this side. and then the reverse, just because one's got to give when you go to turn. So, let's see if I can walk around up here. Although on the front I've got a whole lot of tools, because it is the best workbench in the world. All right. I need to find number 12, which is right here. Tape. I want to bring this up so it doesn't obscure any of the wiring. Let's see here. Oh, wrong one. It goes up top. And this is where I said I couldn't put this one on earlier, because this line obviously gets in the way. This is and this is where you got to get the lines set exactly where they don't thread on. Like that one's not threading on. There's a battery cable here kind of holding it out. And there's wiring pushing against it. Why is it when I run the camera, everything fights me? And then, all right. Whew. This shouldn't be this hard. The other ones just went straight on. A lot of times it just takes finessing it around to get it started, and this one is not wanting to be finessed. Alright, I'll bring you back in a minute because I'm about ready to start saying some words. I almost screwed that up. I realized when I shut the camera off, they're going to do the bottom first, or I can't get in there with the top one on to get the wrench around it. So I'd have been really upset if I had finally got it threaded on, and then it would have fought me with this, and I would have had to taken it back off. Sometimes things just go like that, right? I'm sure everybody's better. It's not unique to me, although sometimes it feels like it is. Alright. Come on, please. Do what you're supposed to do. Be a good hose and thread on for me, please. Nope. Can't tell if my problem is because the wiring's pushing down, or it could be just getting a lot of, it's hard to get this one lined up for sure. Man, it just doesn't want to go. maybe. Oh, gosh, dang it. All right. The YouTube inappropriate language is about ready to come out. Well, the hose was kind of kinked up on something down underneath. I gave it a little bit of a pull, and it threaded. So, foul language averted. Kinda. I maybe had some words with it just before that. But you can see why you can't have that top hose on. Or you can't get at these. So, unfortunately, this takes a different size wrench. I think both of these are still loose. So, I have to hop down, grab the right stuff. We'll be back. Yeah, I don't want to knock the camera down. This is where the tennis elbow is a little tricky. Trying to do most of this stuff left-handed, so I'm not aggravating the elbow any more than it's already aggravated. It's been keeping me awake at night. Between it and a bad shoulder, I'm a mess right now. And I'm not left-handed, so this is not the best. Okay. How about that? Whoa! Almost dropped you. So, got them all in there. I need to check. I think I tightened that down there. But I'll go down and check that. There you can see the lines, the new lines in there, in the cab. So we made a lot of progress today, but I think I'm about done. Just check a few things. I don't have a whole lot of hoses back, just the remotes, which I gotta get washers tomorrow. And what else? Thought of something else I needed to grab when I grab those. So, all right, we'll be back out here tomorrow. All right, it's Sunday. When I was on my trip, one of the guys I was with was coughing incessantly one of the evenings. Well, not one of the evenings, basically the whole time we were there. And it turns out like making a fist like this and covering your mouth isn't probably the best way to prevent you from spreading germs. And I looked at one of the other guys we were with and I'm like, we're all screwed, we're all getting sick. So last night was a rough night because yeah, I got it. You know, I'm feeling a little rough, like a bad head cold, but I'm dragging for sure. So got out here a little later because I did lay on the couch a little bit today. But so clean this up. I'm going to weld on my washers here that will catch my remotes coming through. I think initially they had like a snap ring on either side, but I find that this works a little bit better for me. And so I'm going to weld those on. Got the welder over here. I'm hoping it will go far enough that I can weld that nut back on the rod that actuates that door handle, but we'll see if I can get that done too. So I'm not the world's best welder for sure. It's not what I do, but I'm gonna give this a shot and I should be able to do this all right. Just don't ask me to make a roll cage for you or anything like that. All right, got those on. I'm gonna say again, I'm not a welder, so you can make fun of my welds all you want. I need to practice a whole lot more. That's what today reinforced is. I need more time running the welder. So anyway, got those on. Now I can work on getting my fittings my hoses, get everything hooked up to this. All right, so I've got those all on with the dust cap, so then I don't forget to hopefully do this, but I'm sure on one of these I will. And but that's what it's going to look like. Now what I need to do is get the hoses, but had this sleeve going through here. Probably need to clean the inside of that out just a little bit so everything slides through there a little bit better, but I would like to keep that just as a protect the hoses from running through there. I won't tighten everything up until I get everything lined up, because there's a bracket that goes on the inside here also that holds the 4 hoses in order, and then these are just a little loose still, so I can clock them a little when I get the hoses connected. So all right, I'll bring you back here in a minute when I get a couple more things done. All right, so I went ahead and put these in. Sorry I didn't film it. Wasn't anything very exciting. Got these ends on, kind of got them clocked the way they needed to be. Got my support there in, got my sleeve around it. Walk around back. Got them where they come through, kind of twisting around, going into the back, and then I've got my couplers. So we're good. These wouldn't reach if I went around this way, because the angle that these come in, so I ran them through those center holes. I think I had to do that on the other one too. So all in all, we're getting there. There you can see where that sleeve is. So I am definitely dragging butt right now. Like, I'm one of the other guys just texted me, he said his daughter's now sick. So anyway, I think retribution on the guy who coughed a whole lot. Oliver Phil just called me. He is doing a Cummins swap into that 1355 frame that the motor in this came out of. So if you want to watch something interesting, he's starting that project. I think that'll be a great project. Pretty excited. I was over there the other night checking it out. But again, putting a, I think it's a 6.7 Cummins into that 1355. He got an adapter plate from Mayballs. He's kind of getting everything fabbed up. And I should remember to say today is the 2nd of March, so it's 302 day. I only got one of the 302s here. The other one's next door. The gas is next door, and the diesel's in Kentucky at my uncle's. But happy 302 day to everybody. Such a great tractor. I love 302s. I would have a lot more of them if I had room, which I don't. Struggling. I got to build another barn. Anyway, I will say that my uncle and grandpa, they never had a 302 when I was growing up, and that was where my love of Moleens came from, was from them. And my first tractor I bought was a 302, other than my grandpa's UB. I inherited grandpa's UB and restored it. And then I wanted to do another one, and I thought a 670 was too big. Yeah, 670 is too big. What am I thinking? And so I bought a 66 302 gas and had to rebuild the motor. Kind of went through the whole thing, painted it. My buddy Chad's got it now, great tractor. Fell in love with it, and then they just kept coming. Then the quest was on for a 70, and I got a 70, and I bought a 69. I sold the 69 to my buddy Robin. I found this 70 propane. So the gas ones, there were 109 gas ones made in 1970. There was 25 propanes, and my 69 diesel that is in my uncle's in Kentucky, I've heard varying numbers, but around 13 to 15 of those were made in 69. So it's pretty rare. I'm looking forward to getting it up here when this big project's done. But great tractor, great size, can do just about everything with it. I love the Jets too. The Jets are a nice, just slightly smaller, 45 horse, 50 horse. But for the loader tractor, really love the Jet. And for certain jobs, smaller tires, kind of, it's better for. But man, I think back in the day, before huge farming, as far as a baling tractor, as far as a manure spreading tractor, as you know, I think that's what everybody used these for. Bush hogging, you name it, perfect tractor. You know, and then the 670 was a great tractor, and you know, just a step up. I think Moline had it pretty figured out with those models for that time period in farming. So, and then we've got this. So anyway, I'm going to try to relocate my welder over so I can maybe reach up and weld that little piece in the door over there before I put the welder away. And I need to sandblast this muffler. It's a little rusty down in here, and hit it with the high temp heat paint. I don't know if I'll do that today or if I'll do that at some point this week. I'll paint that at that point also. And then I was thinking there was something else that I wanted to try to get done today. Well, I need to put the radiator into the bracket there at some point, but that doesn't have to happen today. I can also put that piece on now. That goes on the back between the cab and the motor. So I'll put that on at some point also. Now that I've got the hoses in, I can put that in. So all right, I'll quit babbling here and see what else I can get done. All right, so the welder's stretched over. Here's what I was saying before. I couldn't open from out here because somebody at some point in time doing a repair to this had put a nut on there and then a weld, and I had to cut that off in order to put that new handle on. So I was able to put a new weld on that, and lo and behold, we're good. So it's got the same thing on the bottom. If you can see, it's rusty, but so I'm going to put that cover back on there, and what I just did on the other side to keep it from rattling around is where it hits is down in here. So I'm going to put some duct tape on there too, so when this part rattles back and forth, it's hitting the duct tape and maybe muting the clackety clang that I hear all the time. Here's with my tape in, put it about 4 layers thick down here, put it about 4 layers thick up there. Hopefully that will mute down my my problems. So it's a little better. Not a lot better, but a little bit better. And that side's done. Sounds the same way, so pretty good with that. All right, I think that's gonna be it for this video. I'm tired. I'm gonna go in the house and try to rest up for another long week. The Prairie Gold Rush winter show's coming up here in a couple weeks in Auburn, Indiana. I'll be there probably Friday and part of Saturday. I will have some of my decals there, so if you're looking to do a decal kit on your emblems here, let me know. I have them in either the G1000 size, which is up there, or the 302 670 size, that Jetstar G900 G1000. So let me know. I'll take my decals up there with me. I'm going to try to get some more license plate size done like these, and I'll have some of these along. And as always, I make dealer decals customizable to you. So let me know. I don't do any of the old style. Too many people already do those. So this week I'm hoping to get the radiator in this and a little bit more done, but I think this weekend I got quite a bit done. I'm getting real close to, just got to work my way through getting my wiring sorted, and then the radiator on, a few hoses made, and yeah, this project's getting there. I want to get the G950 over here and get that low in the 3-speed too. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll be back with more. Hopefully I'll be feeling better, like I got more energy. Yeah, I'm not made to be sick. I don't have time like anybody else. So we'll see you at the next one.